Hi, my name's Ishmael and today we're going to be talking about anchors. Now, I'm not talking about ship anchor or any anchors like that, I'm talking about emotional anchors. So, what are emotional anchors and how do you actually use them? I mean, practically, we want to learn skills on this channel, not just theory. So how do you actually make an emotional anchor and what is it? Well, first off, we need to know what an emotional anchor is. Now, an emotional anchor effectively is when you get a feeling, then you anchor it and you can repeat that feeling on demand by using that anchor. So effectively, if you think of it as a ship, you've got anchors and you've got buoys around and all the anchors are in a place. Now if you want to go to a particular place and all the anchors are tied to your ship and all the ropes go off and one goes off to happiness and one goes off to sadness and one goes off to excitement, then what do? If you have an anchor and you want to be happy, you pull yourself towards that anchor and it takes you to happiness. If you have an anchor and you want to be sad, you pull yourself towards that anchor and you go to sadness. And if you have an anchor that makes you excited, you can pull yourself towards that anchor and go excited. Now these are the ways that anchors work. Effectively, they're places where you can go emotionally by just using the rope, using a mechanism to get there. So what is an anchor? Well, that's an anchor, so how do we actually make one? And what do they look like? Well, they can look various. Now, the most common anchor, unfortunately, is one when people are sad. When people are sad, people come along and they hug them. Now, the problem is that every time you're sad and you get a really strong feeling of sadness, that hug will bring you into sadness, which means that if you're really sad, you get regular hugs when you're in sadness and not when you're happy. What happens is the hug becomes an anchor, and every time you get hugged, you automatically feel sad and you feel bad about that hug, and it brings your mood down. Now, we don't want that, but that's automatically what happens if someone hugs you when you're really, really sad. So that is an anchor. So let's think about this. We can make our own anchors. Now, how do you make your own anchors? Well, what you do is you get the feeling you want to anchor. Now, this can be difficult because you need to get a very, very, very strong feeling. You need to get the most strong feeling that you've ever had. So I've done it with gratitude. Now, what I've done is you can take a finger on your hand and when you touch those fingers together, you can feel the feeling that you want to. So, for example, you wanted something that you won't do regularly by accident. You want something that you won't. So, for example, most people don't touch their thumb and their little finger. So this is a good anchor to have. So if you touch your thumb and your little finger, you're going to feel this. Now, how do you actually get the feeling of, say, gratitude when you touch your fingers? What you need to do is you need to pay close attention. So you need to take a deep breath in and out. You need to relax. Just keep relaxing. And once you're fully relaxed, what you need to do is you bring up every single memory you have about gratitude and hold those memories for maybe 3 to 5 seconds and then switch the memory. The reason you want to hold it for 3 to 5 seconds and not 7, which can actually be better, is because normally you get distracted when you are feeling these feelings, and so you can't feel and concentrate on the memory for much more than 3 to 5 seconds on a deep emotional feeling level. So you need to go back to a moment in your life where you were feeling extreme gratitude for something or for someone or something that happened. So maybe you got a job promotion and this made you feel happy and you were grateful for it because you needed it. Or maybe you got a bonus and you were in debt and it just paid off your debt and you were so happy. Bring those feelings in. Feel those feelings throughout your whole body. You want to take a deep breath. You want to feel that feeling run down your body. Now, it's easier for it to run down because of gravity, so let that feeling run down your body through all your veins. And as you do that, it's normally easier to breathe out, and then switch to a different feeling. And keep doing this, and keep switching from feeling to feeling and gratitude to gratitude, until your whole body is almost vibrating with the feeling you want. Now, when that happens, you can then say gratitude or a word. It doesn't have to be gratitude. Gratitude is easier because it relates to the thing you want to feel. And then you touch your fingers. And then you keep saying gratitude and touch your fingers. Now, if you have done this right, and you keep doing this, and you can build this, so you can build the anchor by doing it again and again and again, and keep thinking about new times you were grateful for, putting your finger together, saying gratitude in the same tone of voice, at the same volume in your head. Doesn't have to be out loud. In your head works just fine. Out loud works fine as well. And you do that, and you say gratitude, and you feel that, and you say gratitude, and you feel that, and you keep doing this, what will happen eventually is at a different time, you can just go back and you can go, you know what, I want to feel gratitude. And you can just stand there and you can just go, touch those fingers together and go gratitude. Take a breath out and bang. What you'll find is that what's happened is you instantly feel a change in your emotional state. You feel a change in your body. And that brings you to the feeling of gratitude. And there you have your anchor. You can do this with any emotion, any part of your body. It can be on your arm, it can be anywhere, as long as it's something that doesn't happen regularly, so you can determine when and where it happens. That's perfect. So if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, whack the bell notification icon to get notified of videos coming out each and every week.